All right. It looks like we are recording. So let me close that, close this, get back over to my presentation. All right. Now we can see me moving around. Move this, close my box. So, how was the kids doing in school?
Pretty good. We've been under a quarantine for the last few weeks because my wife tested positive for COVID, but she was asymptomatic. Never showed a symptom at all for it. But she was supposed to be having a gallbladder surgery, so they made her get the test.
Yeah.
So that delayed the surgery then, and it made all of us quarantine. So
Oh.
he was back to school next week though. So which I'm excited about because homeschooling is not that much fun for us as parents.
So, have the kids going back to school other than the surgery,
Yeah.
quarantine?
Yep.
So the kids are going back to school. Okay. Well, let's see here. This is real easy. Are you using the advanced editor?
The
In
drag and drop.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get into here. I still got to purchase the MTI. I haven't done that yet. I really haven't needed it yet. Let me get into. Wait a minute. I've already done a test page, and it works. Uh,
With the drag and drop.
Yeah, I did a drag and drop. I've got two modules in it. Okay.
Okay.
I go to my pages so I can open it up. Show you what I've done here. Okay.
Okay.
Let me reload. I just put Randy Wise test page dot
Mm.
297website.com is one of my several domains. I only have about 3 dozen and about 296 subdomains. I'm going to move this over here. Now, what I did is I pasted the code in um, from the same video, whereas this runs for about, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds.
Okay.
This clip runs for about a minute, minute and a half. So I think.
That's for another tutorial. So we're going to cover this up by loading Create Slideshow. We're going to choose this one right here. And we're going to use the rectangle 16 to 9 so that it catches all the.
Now, that only played for about 10 seconds.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get done is for it to end where I want it to end.
Right. And I'm going to show you how to get there. Okay.
Okay.
And let me get into, I always call this my YouTube hacking code. Let me do some word wrap on. I always take my code and grab it and snap it into Notepad, and then I take and adjust the code here.
Okay.
And I come over to whatever video you're using. Okay, let's just say we're using this one. Okay. This is a video that I did on a tutorial the other day.
The image.
Okay, I'm going to put that on pause. You grab your share code and then go to embed. And wherever you have paused the video where you want it to start, click that box and you're going to get a start time. All right?
Right.
When you grab that, you can copy that and then come back over to your notepad. I'm just going to go down here and put this down here in the bottom. So we got our start, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And you grab that code right there to start and leave the double quotes in there, then hit your ampersand,
Okay.
and then type in end equals, and then we go back to the video, close this, and let's take it down to this point. And we'll go and grab share again, embed, and then hit the start at button. We're actually going to use this as our end. So it's 1704. So we can come over here, copy that, go back over to our YouTube hack code.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
And I'm just going to put that at 1700. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start this one at 1420 and then end it at 1700. Then I would take this to make sure I don't get any breaks. I'm going to take the word wrap off.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab that whole line of code. Then I'm going to go back over into my editor and I'm going to open up my page. I'm going to jump to the editor. Gotta get some coffee. So you live up there in Amish country, huh?
I am, absolutely. Right in the middle of it.
I did a little trip up there back about 30, 35 years ago. I was doing a little tour of America in my RV, and
Oh, wow.
I went up to Blue Balls and
Yeah.
Lancaster and
Yeah, that's not far
Intercourse.
from-
Yeah, you're in Lancaster County. That's county seat.
Yeah. Blue Ball's just up the street from us, so
Yeah, or Blue Ball.
yeah.
Blue Ball or Blue Balls.
Last time I checked, you don't want blue balls.
Well, there's a story behind each one of those. Now,
Always is, right?
yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another component. I'm going to put another header in here. Now, if you're using one of these templates here that has this container, I don't know if you're using one of these that has a video container in it.
Yes, I do. I am.
It's a lot easier than trying to work with raw code.
Right.
It can be done, but you've got to know some HTML, and it's the editor, since it uses a lot of cascading style code in it, is not always conducive to do that. So this I'm not going to use. Go to components. I don't want to do that. I want to go back to blocks. Let me use this. I want to put this up at the top. Right. You would have to make your own container, insert another block if you're
Right.
using one without a video container. So not to do that, I'm going to go ahead and dump that. All right.
Yep.
Delete it. So let's go back here and you're going to open up your gear code and go to the source. Okay. And the Control F find function doesn't work here in the editor. So what you've got to do is go down here and actually find the iframe
Right.
for YouTube. Now on this one, you see where I've got it running for about 20 seconds, 1400 to 1420.
Okay.
And what was my other one?
You see, I'm getting that ampersand AMP with a semicolon, and I
Mhm,
think that's
mhm.
what's not allowing mine to end.
Yeah. Yeah. Right here, ampersand end, and we're going to take from 1400 to 1700. I want to change the code over here
Hmm.
from the 1420, and I want to change that to 1700. Okay.
Okay.
And what happens with this editor, it will change the ampersand code, and it'll throw in ampersand AMP semicolon.
Mhm.
It works for me. It may be causing you problems on yours, but here is where we want to take the whole line of code. So what I want to do is take this and copy that whole line. And then I'm going to come back in here just to make sure it's done right. I'm going to go back to the front, highlight the whole string, and paste with Control V Victor. And that will put in the code as I copied it from that string.
Okay.
1420 ampersand end. Now it'll change it, but that's okay. Because what we're
Okay.
going to do here is we're going to save that module, and then we're going to save the page. Once we get the notification that it's saved, you have to exit out of the editor.
Okay.
You have to exit the editor to make it live and publish, okay?
Okay.
This is to get it to publish. As soon as we get this back, all right. Now, what I want to do here is I'm just going to reload my page.
Maybe that's been my problem. I haven't exited the editor.
Got to exit the editor so
Okay.
that it,
Just
so
trying to
now,
preview.
so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up the source code and I'm going to do a Control U. And I'm just going to kind of show you real quick. I'll open up my source code and do a Control F. And I'm going to look up 1700. All right.
Okay, there it is.
And you see where it has put in the iframe.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the YouTube video, the start and the end, and it's wrapping. That's cool. That's okay. And here's the end tag, because HTML has to have the / inside the brackets.
Okay.
Your head of that HTML container starts with left caret iframe. Then it defines the width and the height.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to change the width and the height and make it bigger, that can be done, but I don't know if it'll work with this offset, okay?
Yeah, that size is fine.
Because if you leave the controls in there, whoever's viewing video, you can always put a little call to action to let them know that the video is playable full screen if they want to use that control.
Okay.
Always leave the controls in mind. Picture, in picture, And this is the control from YouTube that allows full screen. Okay. So what I want to do is go back to this, and we've reloaded again. Didn't have to reload it. And then play this.
The image. If you use any other parameter, if you have text overlay, it'll usually just kind of bleed off
You can hear that okay?
Yes.
the image as it's going through the video. You can use vertical and it'll put it the same way. I use rectangle. A lot of this I've learned from trial and error. And we're going to give each image a duration of 5 seconds. And the transition, we're going to give it a fade transition. Now, we're going to go over here and we're going to listen to some of the music. If you have your own music, you can upload it, okay, by going over to a folder where you have it stored. You just have to make sure that you have the rights to use it, okay? But here we're going to use what they have already supplied you. Here's action, blues country, chill wave, dance.
I'm having fun there.
I see that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Birthday. It's kind of a little upbeat. Here's Wonder. Depending on your ad, we're going to use dance, okay? This particular music right here will match many of the images that I'm going to use here. First,
I'm going to go ahead and stop that because I've coded it to go a little longer. This one,
that's for
it's the same clip, but it's just a little bit longer than the first one
this up by loading.
and shorter than the first one. I just want you to see where it stops.
Choose this one right
Yeah.
and we're going to use the rectangle 16 to 9 so that it catches all the image. If you use any other parameter, if you have text overlay, it'll usually just kind of bleed off the image as it's going through the video. You can use vertical and it'll put it the same way. I use rectangle. A lot of this I've learned from trial and error. And we're going to give each image a duration of 5 seconds. And the transition, we're going to give it a fade transition. Now, we're going to go over here and we're going to listen to some of the music. If you have your own music, you can upload it, okay, by going over to a folder where you have it stored. You just have to make sure that you have the rights to use it, okay? But here we're going to use what they have already supplied you. Here's action, blues country, chill wave, dance. Yeah. Here's workday. It's kind of a little upbeat. Here's Wonder.
Okay. Now you see where it stopped at my end timer.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what it does on full page. And you go back to regular resolution, you see it just stops.
Okay.
So I had this play for about 20 or 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And if you have the code to your video, I can probably clip it for you real quick and send you back the code.
Let's see here.
You have the YouTube video? Because I took this from a tutorial that I made back last week with one of my other students.
At once.
Okay.
I close that, close this. Hang on a second, Randy.
Okay.
Launch the software. You're gonna see.
Huh?
Is the coffee ready?
You just got to turn it
Oh,
on.
it's not ready.
Just got to brew it. Okay. Yeah, if you want to send me the link in private chat to your video, I can grab that and just, let me know. What I may do is make you the host
Start that on 6.
if you want, or just send me the code and I'll go ahead and grab that line of code and send it back to you, and you can just go plug it in.
I can go ahead and message it to you.
Yeah, you should be able to message it to me on chat.
I'm starting at 6 seconds and I want to end at 23.
Okay.
So I have these start already in the code. So
All right. This is something that you said your sister was doing?
no, this is an affiliate thing for me.
Oh, how you use a graphics creator.
Yeah.
When you first launch the software,
All right. So what I want to do is,
Basically what I have on the page is I have an introduction video at the top, and at the bottom I want to give a clip of the next video. So that's what I want to do. I just want to give a few seconds of that clip and then end it. I think I'm going to take the controls out so they can't, advance and continue to watch a video. I want them to continue on to the next page.
okay. All right. Let me,
his side hustle. All John does is he holds up a
all right. So you want this one to start at 6 seconds, right?
Correct. And that was the code that I gave you.
Yeah. Right. Embed. And if I started it with start at 01, let's see where, okay. Copy, go back over here to code. We got it starting at 06, and you want it to end, ampersand end. And what was the end time that you wanted on it?
23 seconds.
23 seconds?
Correct.
All right, let's test this. Copy that. Come back over here. Let me go into edit. Yeah, I like the way that Franco teaches on his Wednesday and Thursdays, mostly Wednesday now because he's not doing Thursdays anymore. But he'll tell beginners, man, you don't have to get into this, guru hacking stuff. You can really just get started as a noob,
Yeah.
and make money with this. Now, if you're into, do it yourself and hacking your old code, then yeah, get after it. Go
Yeah.
for it. I've been coding for 35 years.
Wow.
This little tool right here This Black Label Webmaster Tools. Those are my hacker tools. I'll give you a copy of it.
There you go. Yeah, I've been around PLS since the beginning.
I've been in PLS for about 7 years, back when they had the old
Yeah,
login, old editor.
yeah.
Okay, let me open this up to source code and go down here, and I'm going to take that whole line of code, and it's going to change the video code from 4K
Right.
LA to yours, which is now NZN00H83PDM. And those codes are case sensitive.
Yeah.
So let's save this. There it is. And we'll say save. Let's see. Yeah, you gave me. You're using 563.15 resolution aspect ratio. Start 6. Okay. See, you didn't have your encode in there. That's why it wasn't stopping for you. So that's cool.
Yeah, that was just straight from YouTube.
Yeah, right. We'll get this. Yeah, YouTube doesn't give you a start stop.
Right.
And those videos that I referenced yesterday in the group,
Mhm.
you know, they show people how to do the start stop. You just have to manually code it in. Okay. Now, we've saved that. Let's exit to make it live. That publishes it to your domain. This free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. And let's reload. There it is.
When you first launch the software, you're going to see 40 built-in
Yeah, it's still going.
Now, these 40 templates can all be modified really easily. So, like I said, the first thing we're going to learn is how to manipulate the text. So let's just click on a template. I like this one. And the template pops up. Everything in the software is movable and modifiable. For example, the image of Baldy Bob here, the text is all editable.
That go past 23?
It's movable and editable. And even things
Yeah.
like shadow in this.
It went past it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Go back to view, edit. Good. I don't know why this thing is ending in, maybe because I got 3 people on here, 2 of me and 1 of you.
No.
I cloned myself. Yeah. I'm on a 40-minute time limit. Usually I only do 1-to-1 with people, so I don't have any time limit. Or I do solo.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I could upgrade. It's only, what, $15 a month? I just don't use it that much. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't used it much except for my son's schoolwork.
Yeah, as a guest, you don't have to pay anything, but if you're hosting Zoom 1-to-1, that's okay. But if you're doing 3 or more people, they want you to pay.
Oh, okay.
This is why a lot of times I'll do a Skype call.
Yeah.
And then I'll record Skype. So.
Yeah, I miss the old Hangout.
Yeah. I can get Hangout to work, but I've got to use XSplitter, you know, for my code, and that's some programming. That's just beyond my pay grade. Okay.
Yeah, nightmare.
Let me open this up again, get the code. All right. Here we are. This is, there's the code.
Do you need an equals beside end?
There.
Yeah. Okay.
That ought to do it.
Okay.
Save.
That's gonna be inside.
Save. Let's see if we can get under the 10-minute. Save, save. Yeah, that's why it didn't stop, because I didn't have the equal sign in there. Okay, close,
Okay.
exit. And let's go back. Once it exits, it'll be published. There we go. Reload. Okay. Play.
When you first launch the software, you're going to see 40 built-in templates. Now, these 40 templates can all be modified really easily. So, like I said, the first thing we're going to learn is how to manipulate.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Fantastic.
I just got to remember to put the equal sign in there.
I think maybe my problem was I just wasn't exiting the editor first, and I was trying to preview it.
Yeah. See here. I didn't put the equal in here. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is, this is the last line of code in here, and I want to call it save as. Let me put this here. I'll call it YouTube hack code for save that, and I'll send this over to you on chat as a text document.
Okay.
So you can open it up, and I'll send this over to, where did I save this? I did a save as, let me see what folder I put this in. Yeah, I had it over in Ed's folder. Okay, cancel. Let me get back over to here and send this over to you from Ed is 78 years old, friend of mine up in Roanoke, not too far from you.
Okay.
And we'll send that over to you so that you can just grab that last line of code. You can keep the other for notes if you want it.
Okay.
But if I try to send that code string back
Yeah.
in Messenger, it might garble it. But here you can open it up in Notepad.
Okay.
Are you using a Mac or a PC?
PC, I have Windows 10.
Okay. That'll work.
All right.
Hope this helps.
I appreciate your help very much.
You bet.
If you could send me the recording over, that would be awesome.
I will. Yeah,
Okay.
I will. I'll send the
Fantastic.
recording as soon as it gets rendered.
Okay.
I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. I'll send you the link to it so you can clip it too.
All right. Fantastic. Well, then, see you, everyone.
All right. You take care.
Thanks, Ernest.
You bet. Let's see.
All right.
There we go.
All right.